Hey, everyone. Hey,
everyone. Nice feedback.
Welcome back to Serving 813, a radio show and podcast featuring Tampa Bay organizations and groups every Tuesday from 5 to 6 p.m. We're your hosts, Ava Lamison,
Kate Edwards, and Lily Nisley.
And today we are super excited and lucky to be joined with one of the faces and voices behind Seniors in Service.
Now, if you don't know already, Seniors in Service is a nonprofit organization geared up to serve and is dedicated to engaging volunteers aged 55 and up to support children, seniors, veterans, and families in need across Tampa Bay. So with that said, welcome to the show, Chris Noble.
Hi.
Hi. Thank you for being on the show. We're so excited to have you here. But Chris, you are the Director of Community Engagement for Seniors in Service. So can you tell us on a deeper level what Seniors in Service is all about?
Absolutely. So we're a nonprofit organization that's been in the Tampa Bay area for over 40 years. We have over 2,000 volunteers serving in a number of different capacities in Pinellas, Hillsborough, and Pasco County.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a broad range. More specifically, what does Seniors in Service do in the 813 area?
Okay, so our mission is to provide solutions for community challenges, and we do that by engaging people who are 55 and better. We're the senior volunteer people. So if you're a senior and you're looking for an opportunity to volunteer, we'll find you a place to serve. More importantly, we believe that serving and volunteering in itself is a remedy for loneliness and isolation.
Mm-hmm.
We have a number of seniors that you probably know yourself. You've probably heard there's an epidemic of loneliness, and we bring meaningful connection and belonging to our seniors, and by them being active and engaged, it gives their life so much more purpose.
Yeah,
that's great. Yeah, like volunteering is just like, it makes you feel really good, and it's just great to help the community always. So it's definitely good to like let everyone should be able to experience that.
Yeah, and I feel like volunteering is also very limited to people our age. So yeah, nice you get to provide for seniors and 55 and above.
There definitely is a thing of seniors getting lonely. Like my grandma, I mean, she's not lonely, but she doesn't have a job, and so she kind of sits around the house most days. And years ago, she found out that she could volunteer with her local library, and she loves it. I mean, every time I talk to her now, it's all she talks about because it like gave her something to do and, you know, a place to go and people to talk to now.
So one time I was at a table event, and there was just like tons of people there.
Mm-hmm.
And we had services for people. One of them was called Telepals, like someone will call you. So after the crowd just kind of subsided, I was up by the table by myself, and this little lady came up to the table. Her name was Lois. With tears in her eyes, she literally said to me, "Could I please be one of those people that you call?"
Oh my God.
And she's 82 years old. Her husband had died. She couldn't connect with the friends that she had before,
Mm-hmm.
and she was looking for something. I said, absolutely. I said, let's see what we can do to work this out. So anyway, after I got talking to her, I'm like, if you said your husband had a wonderful time with hospice and you used to work in an assisted living community. I said, if I was in hospice, I would love to have someone like you by my side.
Mm-hmm.
So right down the street from you is a hospice. Let's go see them on Thursday.
Oh, wow.
Let's just talk to them. So we did. We went down there. She talked to the lady. The people were great.
Mm-hmm.
And she signed up.
Wow.
My God, thanks.
So then 6 months later, she calls me up, says, Chris, thank you so much for encouraging me to volunteer. I made new friends.
Yeah.
The sense of purpose. I'm not feeling that loneliness and depression that I felt before.
Wow, that must be an unforgettable moment for you.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's one of the questions later on. Like, I think we've already,
You already checked that box.
and I'm sure there's like so many things like that too that you experience every day. So that's like really, that's just like beautiful. But I wanted to say, so Seniors in Service has been around since 1984, so a long time. And before the show, you mentioned that it all began because of your musical background.
Oh, no.
Oh.
No, let me
Okay, yeah, clear that up. Just tell us about like where it all began.
Give us a history.
No. We were talking about being in a band, and my band's name is Geared Up, and the model for Seniors in Service is Geared Up to Serve.
Oh,
So I've only been with Seniors in Service for about almost 7 years.
okay.
But
Still a long
but I went to a senior center one time, and the lady was bummed out. She says, we're having a Halloween dance, and the band backed out. So I went back to my church and said, hey guys, you want to do a dance?
Mhm.
So we learned all the music and we did the dance. We had a great time. We called ourselves Geared Up. So, and we've been sticking with it ever since.
Yeah, now I see the connection. That's funny.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so you said like the call service. I just wanted to ask, like, what are some of the other volunteer opportunities that you guys offer?
That's fantastic. It's a great question. So the first thing is we have senior companionship. So again, that whole idea of, connection, community, fighting loneliness and isolation. We realize that is devastating to our seniors, to anybody. It equates to like having heart disease, diabetes, smoking. It is a very serious matter. So we're doing everything we can to help fight loneliness and isolation. So we have senior companions where we have one senior matched up with another, with another senior to help that senior live as independently as long as possible. And then we have a really cool program here, and especially it's called Foster Grandparent Program, but it's like grandparents. Classroom grandparents is what they're called. So they're teacher's aide. They go into largely Title I schools and they serve as an aide to the teacher. And the kids love them. They just love them, and they love the children. It's magic. It's the most beautiful thing that we do. But that's been just so purposeful for our seniors to be able to, get up every day. Some of them like volunteer from like 5 hours, some of them 40 hours. Like, they just stay there all day and help out.
Mm-hmm.
So we also have things like general volunteering. We have food pantries all over the place. Hunger's real. So we have a lot of people working in food pantries. They're helping with other nonprofit organizations like Salvation Army.
Mm-hmm.
Just all kinds of different kind of places. So one time a lady came to me, she's like, oh, I love what you're doing. It's just so beautiful. I'm just like, it's so great. She says, but I don't like people. She says, but I can work at Excel like in nobody's business.
Mm-hmm.
I said, let me tell you, there are so many nonprofits out there that need your skill set. So that's what she did. She ended up going and helping because you have to document it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So everybody has a place. Everybody has a superpower, so we try to connect that senior so they can step into the best years of their life. But there's even more. There's health buddies, there's telepals, we work with vets, and we now have a senior disaster program
to
help seniors be prepared for a disaster.
Oh, that's really good. Wow, you guys really,
Stay here.
Yeah,
especially you guys check all the boxes, and I feel like throughout this show, I'm going to keep saying that phrase because you really do, which is really cool. And I like how you fit like every person's niche. Like if someone doesn't want to talk to someone, if someone wants to create friendships, which I really like. I didn't know that. So.
Because we've talked about this before. Like I feel like sometimes we bring it up, but like how like we all had our like specific like things that we like to do with volunteering, and like you guys would have something like that for anyone. So that's really
cool.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of it, because I feel like wanting to like serve your community, you should be doing something you enjoy and by giving back. So
yeah, you can find exactly what you enjoy and do it.
But that already wraps up our first segment. This is flying by, but Chris, we do have a question for you that we ask all our guests. What song should we play?
Oh, let's go with Where You're Really Living.
Okay, love it.
Probably not many people have heard this one.
Yeah, I've never heard it.
Excited.
Yeah, we'll be rating it after this. We'll be back after this song.
or welcome back to Serving 813, make sure to tune in to hdchawkradio.com every Tuesday from 5 to 6 p.m. if you want to find ways to serve your community. Now, if you're just joining us, I'm one of your hosts, Kate Edwards, and we're here with Chris from Seniors in Service.
So for this segment, we want to talk more about you, Chris, and your role within Seniors in Service. So my first question for you is, how did you first get involved with Seniors in Service, and what drew you to this organization?
Okay. All right. So the fun thing, I was at a place in my life where I was really ready for change. And I remember talking to a lady from church, and I knew that she, that she had started a new job. I said, hey, how's your new job going? And she says, sometimes on Sunday, I can't wait for Monday.
Oh my gosh, well, that answers your
that's
question.
I was like, and I don't know what it was about what she said, but the next thing I knew is like, I'm working for Seniors in Service. Seriously. So
that was her job.
So she worked for Seniors in Service.
Wow. Okay, that would convince me.
And her name is Lorena, and her husband, his name is Logan, and he's actually the lead guy in my band. And I've known him since he's 12 years old.
Oh my gosh.
So we started playing together then, like mentoring and so on. But anyway, so I hunted down the CEO and I said, hey, you got to hire me. Well, it just so happens we have an opening. And so I took the job.
Wow. It's like,
and it has been the very best 6 or 7 years of my life career-wise. Like, I think it finally found.
Oh my goodness.
that's amazing. It's like meant to be.
Yeah,
Well, you're helping people. It's so meaningful.
Yeah.
That's like a common thing, like with, I feel like people we interview, like they always are just saying like, just like helping people is like the most fulfilling thing that they can do. And like, I don't know, like I'm thinking like, I have a future in this. So.
And I feel like the best job is the one you don't even feel like you're working. I know that's kind of bad to say, but
saying, like,
it's true.
What does it say about like, I don't know, like every day is vacation or something?
Right, yeah.
I know what you're trying to say.
I
We get the gist.
Yeah, you're done there.
Yeah, wrap it up. Oh my gosh. Okay, no, I have a question. So you're saying this, like every day is so fun. Okay, tell us, what does a typical day look like for you when you're working here?
So it used to be that, when I first started, that I ran around to find new stations to send volunteers to. So basically what we do, we find other nonprofit organizations, okay? So they have a mission to fulfill. And so what is your mission? What is it you do? And do you need volunteers? And if they need volunteers, then I'm going out to 55 plus communities and I'm saying, hey, you want to volunteer? We need volunteers. You can go to libraries, wherever you can go to set up a table to try to get people. And then you bring them to that nonprofit organization, and they usually, they stay and we collect their timesheets and they go on to the next one. So we have probably 100 of those locations, more in the Tampa Bay area, like food pantries and other places, assisted living communities, schools. And so then when COVID came, I kind of took on a new position, and now I'm the director. So now we have a number of different people that work with us in the community that do what I do, or what I started to do, and finding volunteers and bringing them to those stations. Now, one cool thing that we have, and this is open to any age.
Oh.
So there is a school, it's called Ben Hill Middle School. It's located on Ehrlich here in Tampa. And we got a bunch of guys from JCC Men's Club who's looking for a volunteer opportunity. And I matched them with Ben Hill Middle School because they wanted someone to come in and mentor their boys.
Oh.
Well, 3 years later, not only are we mentoring the boys, now we have a group of ladies coming in. So there's guys and gals. We go in there, we buy pizza and water for everybody. And they talk about bullying, goal setting, like just stuff like that. And they just share. And it's amazing. The school staff loves us and they love us. And we just have a wonderful time.
That's what I was just like, it started like small and then it just got bigger and expanded. And that's like really important topics too. So that's really cool.
Yeah. I'm just curious, during COVID, like what did it look like for you guys? Were you kind of shut down, or were you still able to help in some ways?
I'm so glad you asked. Because you either step in or step out. Right?
Yeah.
So we stepped in.
Oh.
Like, okay, what can we do to, make a difference now? The community really senior need us more than anything. Talk about being shut down.
Yeah.
So we developed a program called Telepals. And we did it so that everybody could do everything online, and then we would match them with a senior, and then they end up calling each other. So that
Through that phone.
yeah. So between telepals and then with health buddies, we're looking at probably right now probably 270 people that are getting phone calls and
Great. Wow. You guys are just like crazy.
Yeah.
Even during COVID.
Because and again, like he just had something for everyone. Like, yeah, that's great. Because I mean, in COVID, talk about loneliness. Like that's like when everyone was isolated, and so that's
I think it impacted more than just seniors, don't you?
Yeah.
It
That
really
was our
did.
time. It was just
I would say for
everyone.
our generation, there's like a shift in some way. Yeah.
Definitely, there's a lot of
Yeah.
like research on that. How
Oh.
it's
It's
changed.
crazy. But
But anyway,
our third year is over. Made it happen.
yeah, we made
Now
it
we're
through.
5 years later. Happy.
Well, obviously, this organization I can tell brings you a lot of happiness and joy. Is there any specific part of it that brings you the most joy?
Yeah, believe it or not, I really love the people I work with because they're very like-minded. They really care, and they believe in quality, and they bring their A game like all the time. So
That's great.
we really work with some. We love Brene Brown. Love living by those principles. We enjoy, just stepping into it and making a difference in the lives of people that we serve.
Yeah, the people you work with can make all the difference.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
And like already like all the stories you've told us, I'm like yearning for more. You're gonna break out another story.
I just wanted to ask, like, this question I feel like could be answered like in a lot of ways, but just how would you answer, what does seniors in service mean to you? How would you just answer that?
How would I mean that to you? It is an absolute change agent in our community. More people should know about us. More people should be engaged with us, because there is no substitution for meaningful connection with people. And I don't care who you are, you have to have meaningful connection. All the Loises out there, all the people that are going about their business, and we especially target, marginalized communities and things like that. And matter of fact, I had a young lady, she actually joined us in doing a senior disaster support event. And she was just so blessed to see, like, sometimes people think, oh, they're seniors and they're retired, they got lots of money, but not everybody has that. There are a lot of people out there that are genuinely by themselves. We need to find them. We need to bring them out, because everybody deserves, a meaningful connection to people. And
Yeah, I agree that this definitely does need to be more talked about, because I feel like before this, I never would have really thought of seniors volunteering, because I feel like it's like with volunteer organizations, you helping them, and like, but it's great to see the initiative a lot of them have to go out there. And I really love the storm relief one, because especially with the two major hurricanes we just had, I like went to a lot of elderly people's houses who lived on their own to help them like clean up, and a lot of them were just saying, I didn't know how to prepare beforehand, I didn't have the means to prepare, I couldn't go out and get sandbags, I couldn't do all that. So that's a great little thing to have.
And so those are some of the things that we go over with them, so they feel prepared. But the most important thing is that they got to know they have each other. Okay, because their neighbors are their first responders, they're the best people there. And if they can get to know each other, and that's why we serve a meal, we sit around and spend time together. But those connections are essential for anybody in a disaster situation.
Yeah, totally. I know this kind of goes along with the question, what brings you the most joy with seniors in service? But I wanted to ask, what do you think's the coolest experience you've ever had working there?
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's a
I'm
big
trying that question.
For a question that will lead into a story.
Yeah. Love stories. Yes. Okay. So I would have to say that I'm drawing a blank right now, but probably one of the coolest things is there are certain individuals like Anne. Her name is Anne Kramer, and they just kind of have this leadership ability about them. They love talking to people.
Yeah.
Great. So what we decided to do in order so that we could grow is that we started an ambassador.
Oh, wow.
So we have about 20 ambassadors, and they go out to the community and they actually represent us to the community. So they do table events, speaking events, networking events, and things of that nature. So that's been a very, very cool thing.
Wow. The more you say about like what seniors in service has to offer, I'm just more blown away.
Stuff like
And I also like that when you mention, like talk about these things, you also like mention their names. Like you remember like these moments so vividly, which is.
Well, it's glad you said that because I have to say probably one of the coolest things is the relationships that I have made,
Yeah.
friends I've made that are my volunteers.
mm-hmm.
And this gentleman, his name is Raymond. Okay. And so Raymond, we're like, hey, there is an assisted living community and they're having a dance. But the deal is that none of the guys can dance. He's 88 years old.
Oh my God.
Oh boy.
He says, no problem. I'll be there.
Oh.
He's over there. He's dancing away, having a good time. But at the same time, I got a call one afternoon and we got a call and we got together and a guy was thinking about committing suicide.
Oh.
And so his name was Tony. Okay. This is all public. And Tony's, it's like he had enough. It was like right during COVID. He was running out of money, did nothing to eat. And so I called up Raymond and I say, any chance you could swing by at the food pantry, bring some food over to him? So anyway, Raymond's like, tomorrow? No, I'm going now.
Oh.
He's way on the other side of town, jumped in his car. He said, I'm bringing food. I got food. I'm bringing it. And he met me there and we gave Tony some food. And then we were able to bring Tony to one of our other like stations, locations. And they just like adopted Tony and took him in. I was at, and that was like, what, COVID, right? So
Yeah.
I went the other day to that station and he's still there. He's the door greeter, Tony, big smile.
It's like,
And he wanted to commit suicide.
Yeah.
Wow, this is like
that's how crazy like someone's life can change like that. Just
Yeah,
through seniors in service.
Yeah.
right. And because one volunteer said, I'm going now. I'm coming over now. That was
Yeah.
nice.
It just goes to show you when people think like they can't have a big impact because it's just one person, like they can. And, humans are made for connection. That's like one of the biggest things you need is, and
Just show up, right?
yeah, just show up.
Just show up.
Yeah, well, I think that already wraps up this segment too. We are flying by. Oh my goodness. But I do have to ask you again, Chris, what song should we play?
Down to the River. You get that? Yeah.
Down to the River. Let's go.
Good.
We'll be back after this song. Welcome back to Serving 813. Make sure to tune in to hcchawkradio.com every Tuesday from 5 to 6 p.m. if you want to find ways to serve your community. Now, if you're just joining us, I'm one of your hosts, Ava Lamison, and we're here with Chris from Seniors in Service. So I put up an Instagram story the other day asking you guys listening to send in questions regarding Seniors in Service. And just like always, we got a ton of responses, so I'm not going to keep blabbering. And let's get into it.
Okay, the first DM asks, where do you hope to see this initiative in 5 years' time?
Okay, so we would love to have volunteer hubs in all different parts of Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
So volunteer hubs that are not only that are actually more co-generational. I mean, seniors will always be dear to our heart, but to be able to have local hubs because people know what's going on locally.
Yeah.
So to be able to have that connection locally, but we also have opportunities for. We're stepping into Polk County right now with our Telepal program, the Health Buddies program. So I see us growing. There are probably almost 1 million seniors in the Tampa Bay area.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's a ton. Okay, so we only have just over 2,000. So we got some work. It's just some great opportunities there to grow with those seniors.
Yeah.
I think you can definitely make that happen.
You're starting with your church.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's going to go for like 2,000 to like 2,500.
there are a lot of seniors down here, especially more and more after they retire. People love to come down to Florida.
Yeah.
And Tampa's becoming a lot more popular.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's yeah. But sorry. I just think that's really cool that you want to spread. But the next DM is, what volunteer opportunities are the most popular in Seniors in Service? So like, what do you see the most people love to do the most?
Okay, so people love working with children.
Yeah, I would think that.
Okay, so that's very, very popular. People love the idea too of the Senior Companion Program. So it's the program is quite, as you can imagine, if someone goes to someone else's home, then it needs to be managed quite things like that. So there's limited amounts that we can do there. But yeah, people love working with the children. The classroom grandparents is by far the best. And then really the newest one is developing is Health Buddies. So Health Buddies is a program that helps an individual self-manage their chronic illness. So a lot of times people they get sick and especially if they come out of the hospital, they're anxious. They need that kind of support. And there are people that don't have family, don't have that kind of support. So Health Buddies helps a person through a 12-week program. So I can get into it more in a minute because this is probably a great opportunity.
Yeah, I like how most of the popular volunteer opportunities are connecting with others. And I feel like we keep repeating this, but like you need to have connection to...
Well, can I just say real quick that connection, is healing. It is medicine.
I agree. Yeah.
It is absolutely 100% medicine, and volunteering is too.
Yeah.
Like volunteering is probably one of the biggest antidotes to loneliness.
Yeah.
You're serving other people. What happens when you serve other people? You feel good, right?
Yes.
Get your blood going.
We've all experienced
Yeah, there's volunteer endorphins.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. I'm reading this DM and I really like it actually, but it says, why do you think it's important for the community to have an organization like Seniors in Service?
Because the needs are great out there, providing solutions for community challenges. The challenges are loneliness. It's hunger. I got to tell you, 6 years ago, before this, I was in sales and things like that. And I never really understood the impact of hunger. And you really don't until you go to a food pantry and you see people and you're face to face with people who, they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And it becomes very, very real. And my mind changed very quickly. I've actually felt very humbled by it. And there's a lot of people that they're literally one meal away, or something could happen in one day and the next day they're homeless.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who did we have come in to talk about that? I think it was Grayson with the Race for Grace Foundation. He mentioned that you never know what someone's going through and they could just be one disaster away. And
Yeah.
it's just really important to.
Yeah, absolutely. This person asked, are there any upcoming volunteer events that I can attend?
So, yes, I can't think of one. But, no, but what we do need is we actually have a program for anybody 18 years of age or older, and it's called Health Buddies. So if you go to Health Buddies at Seniors in Service or seniorsinservice.org /Health Buddies, this is an opportunity for you to volunteer to make a difference in someone's life. So it's 12 weeks. We provide you with all the training. Everything's done online. You can do it remotely. And it's an opportunity for you to connect with someone. You call twice a week, and we help you teach them things about nutrition. You'll learn a lot too about nutrition and about exercising, and of course fall prevention, and knowing about what questions to ask, not to ask, and things of that nature. So basically, after those 12 weeks are over, we see a vast improvement in our participants, and very meaningful. A lot of the volunteers end up doing it again because it's such a great experience. A lot of them continue to talk to each other.
That's great.
Yeah, so I guess you did just like kind of answer a 2-in-1 DM, because this one was what are some of the remote opportunities? Yeah, and there you go. No, but they're like, whoever asked that, like, there's your answer.
And you don't have to be 55 plus. You can be 18 or older.
A lot of our friends, like, we're not 18 yet, but I'm going to be 18 soon. And a lot of our friends just turned 18. So.
Oh, yeah. It's a fantastic opportunity. And then, you have volunteer hours that I get done for school.
But even like not even going for the volunteer hours, just going to connect with the community.
Yeah, it's a lot more than volunteer hours at this point. Like, I can see, like, I want the connection.
You know what? It's a great opportunity too, and they will always most often welcome it. Go to an assisted living community.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if you've ever been to one before, but sometimes it's kind of sad. And just to be able to go in there and just play a game of cards, literally stay a half hour.
Yeah.
Just a half hour. And what a difference you'll make, in someone's life.
Yeah. Since 6th grade, every summer I go to Hudson Manor, which is this like assisted living community, and we go there, and I will spend just like an hour or two with the people there, and they really appreciate it. Even if some of them maybe aren't in the best of spirits.
Oh yeah.
The workers will tell you there. They're like, I know they were kind of cranky, but they do appreciate it. They appreciate just having someone to talk to, and it's fun. Like, they're fun. They're not, they're normal.
They're a blast.
They're normal people. You can talk to them, and they have better stories than most people I know. So,
yeah, the stories are great.
Yeah.
and they don't really care anymore. They don't.
Yeah, they'll say whatever.
They don't edit.
Yeah. And they're down for it. One time we did karaoke, which was
it's hilarious.
really fun. So
I do have a personal question though, because you are the singer and drummer of your band. So did you ever do something with the assisted living?
Oh yeah. So actually the only time I did it was that time. No, I take it back. No, we did another event too. Yeah, we've done 2 or 3 different like senior events where they were having like senior expos and things like that. So we go and play. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's cool.
Now, sometimes we also work with people with disability things. And once in a while, I'll just take my guitar. I'll go visit one of them, start singing songs. And I literally got a phone call last night from one of the people I visited with. She goes, that was just like the highlight. When you're lonely and you're disabled and then you're in the hospital, it stinks. But so when you could do some kind of little act of kindness like that, it means a lot. And that's the thing, right? You take your talent, you take what you have, even if it's just yourself, you're making a difference in someone's life, and that's huge.
Totally.
Our next question was, someone asked, what makes Seniors in Service different from other nonprofits?
Well, I think what makes us different, everybody that works for nonprofits, you know them. They're your partners, they're your community partners, and you know they're like giving like 110%,
Yeah.
every single one of them. And you have to go raise your own money, you know? And
Mhm.
so I think the thing that what's really cool about our niche is that we're in a position to be a support to nonprofit organizations. So we can bring value to them because we're bringing them volunteers, and everybody needs volunteers.
Yeah.
So that's probably exactly where we bring.
Yeah, you're like the bridge.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, speaking of needing volunteers, the very last DM says, how can people get involved and what's the best way to reach out?
Okay. So that you could absolutely call me, Chris Noble, and, at cnoble@seniorsinservice.org. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we got a webpage, seniorsinservice.org. And I tell my staff all the time, if someone's under 55, we never turn anybody away. We always find you a place. Typically, we'll probably ask things like, hey, where do you live? What's your interest? What is it that you would like to do? And we will find that place for you.
That's great.
Yeah.
Love it. And we'll make sure when we post on Instagram to leave all those places to connect.
Did I answer your question?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, cool.
Well, this is making me sad. We wrapped up our show already. And that was the Q&A portion done and Chris's time on the show. So
thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being on Serving
Great.
3. We're definitely going to hear some more stories after this, hopefully. Oh boy. Got excited. Well, before you leave, we have one last question. What song should we play?
Okay. Can you hook up to this phone here?
Yes, of course.
I think I may have a different
Work.
Okay, here we go. You ready? So here's our band geared up.
Get excited.
welcome or welcome back to Serving 813. Make sure to tune into hcchawkradio.com every Tuesday from 5 to 6 p.m. if you want to find ways to serve your community. I'm one of your hosts, Lillian Isley, and we were just here with Chris from Seniors in Service, but now it's just me and Kate and Ava.
I think that this would be a great time to reflect and talk about your favorite parts from today's show.
Oh my goodness, where do I even start?
I have so many.
Chris just played us his band's song, actually. So you just heard his song, which is really cool.
We've never had a guest come on here with their own songs.
Yeah, what the heck? He really went above and beyond, like in every way.
I think I hate being biased, but I love this show today.
Yeah,
I say it in a lot of our shows, but today was especially
I
fun.
really loved this show.
I haven't been to the shows for a while, like the past two, so I was like kind of forgetting, and this is really getting me back into it. Like
that was. Wait, so you guys, this is gonna be a lot of us fighting over who gets to talk because we all have a big opinions right now. But I was just like, this was just such a cool organization because, I mean, I feel like we're always finding these like random organizations that I never would have really thought of, but like especially this one with having the seniors be the volunteers. Like I said before, I feel like it's always people who are volunteering to help seniors, like going to retirement homes or, you know, being a buddy for them or whatever. And it's just so cool that like someone one day was like, you know what, let's flip the script. Let's have seniors be the volunteers. And especially because a big theme of their organization was combating loneliness, which is such an epidemic for senior citizens. And so it's just great that their whole, you know, what drives them is connection and community.
And also for that fact, I like how it's not even, the more Chris talked about seniors in service, it's, you don't have to be a senior to volunteer. You'll find you opportunities like whatever the age.
Like he literally was like, if like you like have a heartbeat, then you can like you have something here. Because he had like every single like type of topic like to volunteer, like every age. Like this is like the best like all around, like, and it seems so fun too because he was like, and he knew like every person's names and had so many like fun stories.
I know.
I want to get in on one of these stories. Like,
I want to be Chris's next story. So like, oh my gosh, I'm Serving 813.
It reminded me of last week when we interviewed Saban for the SAC.
Tia Hops and Sacks.
Hops and Sacks. Thank you.
I was on that one.
But she also at one point was like, we don't turn away I'm getting too excited. We don't turn away anyone. You know, people who call, we can always find something for us to do. And so it's like, even though their whole organization is about like having seniors be the volunteers, you know, they're welcome with help for anyone, which just makes it a lot more welcoming and inviting when you're going towards volunteering with them. You know that like they'll have something for you to do. They're not going to be like, oh, we're good.
Yeah, sorry, you're not old enough. Like,
I think the three of us have to go on a little trip to Dade City and do some volunteering.
Probably like years about this. Like we're getting on a road trip.
Yeah, just when we were in our song break, he was telling us about how there's these festivals in Dade City that they go out to, and
they play at them with the band.
It's crazy how it's seniors and services like all over Tampa. And I didn't realize how big the senior population is in
what did
Tampa.
You say? Like it was like
you said it was like 1 million.
Yeah, it's a lot. My mom's always telling me about it because I don't know. She's just always saying how Tampa's become such a big retirement place. And
that's crazy.
Yeah, my grandma that lives in Ohio is always talking about like coming down here because it's too cold up there. But actually, like, if she did come down here, like I would literally tell her about this because she does like live alone, and like I think she would literally love this. So
and
I know
this was like, okay, this is so random, but it was like an AP psychology term. Like when after you retire, you have like this like feeling.
The thing that
talking.
We don't know. It's like the 5th stage of
your
identity seeking or something.
It was like, I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, but I don't.
If you guys are in AP psychology, you'll find out what that term is. But I'm like, that's actually real.
Yeah, he actually showed it. Like it's like the final stage where like you're trying to like you're reflecting on like your life and also like want to like go
start volunteering and stuff. You find joy in it.
Holy, that is so true.
That's what I was thinking the whole show, and I was also thinking about Tony. This guy had a full transformation. Yeah, being a door.
Actually crazy.
A door guy. And I was like, that's like Tony from Jet.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, overall, I mean, this was just a really great show, and I hope that we can help to spread this organization out there and get it. Because I mean, you know, honestly, I hadn't heard of it before, and like he said, more people need to know about it. And I think I feel like, the senior citizen population in Tampa, I feel like they're very driven. I think a lot of them would be very into
A lot
this.
of them will be signing up.
Those South Tampa.
I wouldn't be surprised if Chris's email starts getting flooded with like, oh, hi Chris, we have our little window.
Yeah, honestly, I'm about to start calling him and be like, when can I?
Yeah, I'm getting excited for the day I turn 55 so I can like
turn 18.
Or 18.
oh yeah, or 18. But I think that wraps up today's show. Make sure, if you haven't already, follow us on Instagram at Serving813 to get updated on all new episodes, stream past episodes, and if you want to join Seniors in Service, we'll post about that later. But yeah, we're serving your city one convo at a time. I know we hate this, but I'm saying it. This is Ava Lamison signing off.
This is Kate Edwards.
Signing off.
And this is Lily Nisley signing off.
Never gets old. We'll see you next week, guys. Bye.
Bye.